This week, we went to go see Alien Romulus in IMAX. That's right, in IMAX, but is it any good? We'll talk. Hi, how you doing today? It's Just Jazz here. Hope you're having a good day. And today, yes, we went to go see Alien Romulus, and we went to go see this in IMAX, but is it worth it in that format? Honestly, absolutely yes. Why? The movie is literally shot for IMAX. I'm gonna take a little snippet from a screenshot from IMAX's official website, which link below to back up my sources that you should go see this in IMAX. It says shot fully in 2.90 2.1 aspect ratio. Experience Alien Romulus in IMAX to fully immerse yourself in the terror. So what does that mean for you? You get to see the extended screen size. You also get to experience the powerful in-depth audio experience. In my opinion, I felt way more immersive with the settings and the scary creatures. Also on IMAX's official YouTube page, they have an interview explaining that you should go see this on IMAX. So we'll just take a little snippet of it right now to back up my claims, and of course sources below for the research that I did.
I mean, obviously nothing looks as great as IMAX or sound as great as IMAX, but specifically we made with Gal Olivares with the DP, we made sure that the IMAX version is just a bigger aspect ratio, it's a taller aspect ratio, so it is almost a full screen top to bottom.
Now that out of the way, let's get into the review. Alien Romulus is a scary horror thriller movie set in the future with sci-fi elements added to it from the beloved franchise of Alien. A young woman wants to travel to a distinct planet to enjoy the sunsets. So she hears that her friends are probably going to try to steal these cryo sleep pods above the airfield that they live in, so they embark on a journey to try to find and grab their hands on these. What we find out is something more twisted than demonic, and our main protagonists get more for what they bargain for as they encounter otherworldly like things trying to destroy them, kill them, save them. What will happen as a result of this? Find out as we talk about it. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I've never been a fan of the Alien franchise, so I do apologize. I think the last one, well, definitely the last one that I saw in theaters opening weekend was 2012's Prometheus. I was in high school back then, and I also was high as hell. So I definitely need to revisit this like movies in this franchise, because not all of them are bad, and watching this movie has made me open the door to see the future and past installments. All I remember from that movie was they sleep in a cryopod at the end of the movie, and then some big twists at the end, so I definitely need to go back in that type of way. But I guess the main reason why I never really gravitated towards the Alien franchise is, to be very honest with you, as much as the xenomorphs are creatively, artistically unique, they look cool, although I don't like that the franchise, especially this movie, they kill a lot of humans in grotesque ways and like demonic ways. I'm like, no dude, like basically us as a humans are just like food to them, which is not good. I do not like that. That's why I change as a fundamental person for reviewing movies, watching movies. That's why I don't like the Saw franchise. If anything, I would be very happy if the aliens or the xenomorphs will be in the Saw traps. They need to be destroyed in demonic, grotesque ways. These aliens need to be freaking killed while they're alive. Take their freaking heads off. That's how I feel about it, to be very honest with you. That's why I was like, But one thing that really gravitated toward me watching this movie in theaters and giving you the review was the amazing cast, which we'll talk about it right now. The main protagonist, Kaylee Spencer, I loved her in Priscilla. So when I knew that she was on this, because I see the still photos on Instagram, I don't ever watch trailers, I was very happy to see how she would react or act in the different type of roles, since that movie in Priscilla was like lovey-dovey, you know, like heartbreaks and stuff, but to this, it was more action oriented. And well, Isabella Merced joins in the cast as well, and of course, you know me as a guy, I think she's perfect, she's amazing, she's gorgeous, but I loved her in 2019's Dora and also this year's Madam Web, even though that movie didn't do so well. In 2018's Instant Family, one type of guy that I want to talk about is Archie Rennox. He feels like the leader of the team, you know, trying to get these guys to go like steal these. He's like, we should be out in 30 minutes. And I love his UK accent or English accents. I recognized him immediately because he was one of the side characters in The Other Zoe that came out with Josephine Langford, which also linked below because I also watched that movie and did review as well. But he also was in that recent comedy movie in Amazon Prime with Camila Mendes called Upgrade. So the cast was what drew me to this project to begin with. Having barely any knowledge of the franchise, I didn't know what to expect to this. So I had my Coke Zero, I'm looking good, I'm feeling good, I'm smelling good. I'm literally like this in a recliner seat, right? AMC theaters and IMAX. I'm like looking at the TV, I'm like looking at the screen, I'm like, and then the movie, at 3 points in the movie, had me doing this. Oh my God, like, and I'm looking around, it's like I can of felt embarrassed. I'm like, oh my gosh, the jump scares were played to good effect, and they're not just cheap like in horror movies. I'm just like, wow, this is some crazy demonic stuff here, you know, some like sci-fi, like weirdly ungodly things, you know. I'm just like, wow, dude, they really had my attention hooked throughout the whole movie. You know, I was just like, dude, this is crazy, because the world is set in this futuristic rundown place. You literally get no sun unless like you fly above the airfields to get it. But the spaceship that they're searching is abandoned. As the movie progresses, you get exposition from synthetics, which is like half human, half robots. There's gonna be some divisive things that people are gonna be talking about in the spoiler reviews, but they're like humans with like the mindset of a robot. So I'm just like, these are synthetics, but you get a lot of exposition from them. I had a good time as some of these characters go through changes, especially Andy. He feels like, well, he says Kaylee Spencer's character, he's like an older brother, but the way this guy hits those narrative beats, because this character has to go through changes, I'm not gonna tell you because of spoiler reasons. Like, wow, this guy does some great acting, especially in this type of movie, because even some places or some things that get killed off, such as characters, I'm just like, no, please save him or her, which I'm not gonna spoil it for you. And it had me like in the theater, of course, they were like, oh my god, save him, save her. And I just didn't like that some people got killed off. But especially that these friends have to go through, yes, they're cracking jokes, they're having fun, but when the shit hits the fan, it really does, you know. They're like, what's in the water? You know, they start shooting at things, they start running from things. And for them characters to explore and navigate this like rundown spaceship with like xenomorphs all over the place, those face huggers, I'm like, dude, nowhere can be safe. I don't ever watch trailers when I go see the movies, so like I told you, I didn't know anything about what this movie was going to bring. I don't want to say like I fell in love with it, but I really liked it, and it opened the doors for me to watch other movies. I'm a little bit vague with this review because I don't want to spoil anything for you. I want you to experience it for yourself. Now, yes, let's talk a little bit about the divisive third act. A lot of people, you will probably think they're talking about the third act, and I can't believe I saw that. Like, it was just grotesque, demonic. I can't believe like people would even think about that. And some people were like, wow, that's crazy. Like, I can't believe I saw that and experienced that in theaters. I wish I didn't see that at all, because it's like, dude, humans getting killed, but then what happens in the third act had me gripping, and you're gonna hear that a lot. Like, the third act is very divisive. Some people might not like it. It might fit the narrative of the structure of the Alien franchise, but to me, not knowing anything and going into this blindly, I was like, dude, this is crazy. The things that they did, the things that happened, the way people like got portrayed, and like just the revelations of the Alien franchise, you know. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna give this a B-, and I saw this in IMAX, so results may vary. I'm recording with a new mic, so if I adjust some settings weird, just know that it'll keep on getting better as I just got it today or this weekend. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it so much. Maybe consider hitting that like button and turning on notifications so you never miss a video. With that, take care, bye.